Hey guys, so it is Saturday, September 5th, 2015, and it is time for my week 9 weigh-in. So week 9 has come and gone, and now I'm in week 10, and it's just surreal. I am just so unbelievably, I don't know, blown away with my own self at how I've been able to be strong and go this long. Definitely seeing results has been a huge motivator, and not just on the scale or physical, as in like NSV weight loss type of results, but just the way that I feel every day, and how proud I am of it being a healthy decision and not, you know, a fad diet or a diet pill, or anything like that. To know that I am putting good into my body and I'm getting good out is an awesome feeling in itself. So I had another pretty stressful week. I had mentioned briefly in my previous video that I had a super rough week the week before, and things just kind of keep piling up and adding on. I was able to kind of stop thinking about myself and my personal stresses and my own at-home financial marriage type stresses and actually focus on others, because my dad last Saturday was admitted to the hospital with heart failure and was in the ICU for 3 or 4 days. He's now finally home. He has a long road ahead of himself. You know, he's gonna be down for the count for a while, but that was pretty stressful because he's only 45, 46, I'm only 25. I'm like, my dad can't die right now. So I spent the whole week worried about him and playing phone tag with various members of my family because he's, you know, 800-900 miles away. So I wasn't able to just get up and go to the hospital and speak to a nurse or a doctor or anything. So it was stressful, but staying strong with keto and staying strong with making good decisions. And let's see, I did the intermittent fasting again this week. I did the 20 and 4, and I actually started on Sunday versus Monday. And so Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday morning I woke up and I felt kind of crappy. I had a belly ache. It wasn't anything like a hunger belly ache. It was like just a very odd tummy ache, and I thought, well, I'll have my coffee, and if I still feel this way or if I get hungry, I'm just gonna eat, because I'm not, like I've said before, I'm not trying to push myself to do something that it doesn't want to, you know, I'm not trying to push my body into anything. I'm doing the intermittent fasting because I enjoy it, because it feels good and I'm getting good results, not because I am gonna lose as much weight as fast as I can or anything like that. It's supposed to be a happy, healthy experience, not a starving, punishing, suffering experience. So I had my coffee and I felt worse. And then I woke up the next morning, which was Thursday morning, and I had muscle aches and fatigue and severe nausea. I felt so crappy, so I said, okay, I'm not even gonna do the coffee this morning. I'm gonna have breakfast. So I made breakfast and I ate it, and I felt like crap. I mean, I'm beginning to think that it might be some kind of like enzyme type of, you know, gut bacteria imbalance, and I'm thinking from some of the research that I've done is that it might have something to do with the Splenda that I've been having. Although the Splenda doesn't spike my blood sugar or bring me out of ketosis or really make me crave sweets, I just have it in my coffee. But I'm thinking taking that Splenda and putting it on my empty gut, and I read some things about Splenda messing up your you know, your gut bacteria and your intestinal bacteria, so that might be the issue that I'm finding myself in. And then Thursday I felt crappy. Friday I woke up and I felt like crap again, and you know, fatigued, muscle aches, didn't want to get out of bed. And I went ahead and just continued with intermittent fasting. I got up, I had my coffee, and after I had my coffee I felt okay, and I had a pretty decent day yesterday, although I kind of started to notice some cold-like symptoms like a runny nose and lots of mucusy, phlegmy stuff, so I might just legitimately be getting sick, which sucks because I don't want to get sick. Tuesday, I was out and about. I had the car, which I typically don't have. I had to run a bunch of errands, and I had a really big NSV. I was out, I was fasting. I didn't have my bulletproof coffee. I had nothing but water that day, and I was really hungry, and I'm driving around town, and there's all these fast food options, and I found myself fighting with all these demons and trying to talk myself into just cheating just this one time, and you'll probably get good results, and it's not going to be that bad. And I was just constantly negotiating with myself all day. And then I found myself saying, well, if you're not going to cheat, you might as well just go get like a Five Guys burger or a Wendy's burger without a bun. And I just kept pushing through, and I went home and I broke my fast about an hour early and had a homemade unwich. And it was just like, okay, I will take this small loss with intermittent fasting, you know, versus this huge win that I felt like I achieved by not giving in to temptation and what I really wanted, what Fat Ashley wanted. I keep referring to my cravings as Fat Ashley, so hopefully that you don't see that as like a negative thing, but it's just humorous to me. But so that's a huge NSV. And then when I started to think about it, I'm like, oh my gosh, I haven't had McDonald's or Sonic or Arby's or any of those things, Burger King, French fries, tater tots, shakes. I haven't had any of those things in 9 weeks. I was eating McDonald's 2 and 3 times a day. I had a very sad, sick-ish, like I had a problem, I really did. I was spending a lot of money and a lot of time eating fast food by myself in my car. It is so depressing. That's another video, but to say that I've gone that long without McDonald's and that long without fast food, it's just, it just blows my mind. And I've had, you know, the Jimmy John's Unwich, and I've had a couple of Baconators from Wendy's without the buns, and a Five Guys burger without the bun. So, I mean, I haven't been fast food free, but I haven't given in to those sick, carby temptations that I used to. Other NSVs that I have are that my clothes are fitting a lot better. Clothes like this that used to be like super tight, like I shouldn't have been wearing them, I can now wear comfortably, although it has kind of restricted my options because most of my clothes are way too big and baggy on me and look horrible and frumpy. Another NSV is that I'm starting to feel different bones in different places that I used to not before, like in my fingers and my wrists and my ankles. So I guess I'll go ahead and show you what I weighed yesterday morning when I got on the scale. Okay, so last week I was at 245.8, and this week I am at 242.6. That is a total loss of 3.2 pounds in 1 week, and that is a 31.4 total loss on keto and a 51.4 total loss from my highest weight. So I finally hit my 30 and 50 marks, and I think I did that midweek and posted that on Instagram because I weigh myself frequently. But yeah, I finally hit the 244 number, and that was my 30 and 50 marks for weight loss, which is so exciting. So and then I'm like creeping up on the 230s, like that's gonna blow my freaking mind when I see 230 pounds on the scale. And so that, speaking of that, that's gonna be my goal for September, because I had made the goal was to just hit the 240s for August, and I did that a couple of weeks ago. And then my other goal was to start exercising, which I didn't do. So you know, that's disappointing. I should be exercising. I mean, because I want to, and I'm not. I'm just being lazy. So anyway, my goal for the end of September, the last day of September, I want to see 230 on the scale. And that's 12.6 pounds to lose in like 3 weeks. I don't know if I can do it, but just to see that number, I mean, even to see 239 is gonna, I can't even tell you how old I was or what year it was that I seen those numbers together on the scale. So that, I'm gonna lose my mind when I see it. So I apologize to everyone, because when I did my haul video. I kept saying I'm gonna film meals for you guys, and I did. I took the time and organized and shot all these different clips and edited it and put it together, and it got deleted. So I was just so frustrated and done that I didn't refilm, and I guess I'm gonna try to film some more cooking like videos, some more how-to videos, and some of the different recipes that I've been experimenting with, but it's probably gonna have to wait until the next grocery haul for me to sit down and do like a what we're gonna eat or a meal planning type of video, and I apologize for that. But so I think that's it. I think that's all I got. Keep an eye out for the Q&A, and keep an eye out for a TTC update, and I think I'm gonna be doing a video on tips for starting keto because I get a lot of questions about that. So thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, questions are welcome down below, and I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend and a wonderful week.